All right, guys, I just wanted to discuss three important parts for your fitness journey. And listen, whether you're trying to put on some muscle or you're trying to lose weight, the protocol is going to be pretty much the same. Here are the three things that I would recommend. One, you have to do resistance training, some type of strength training to maintain that muscle mass, whether you're losing weight or if you're trying to gain weight, you definitely want to gain muscle mass. Second, you want to have some type of cardio involved. Now, cardio is not only good to help keep you heart healthy, but if you're on a weight loss journey, it's going to help to minimize the amount of fat that you're accumulating. So you're going to be able to burn fat, do the cardio, and then also assisted by the diet. Which brings you to the third point, which is diet. Listen, this is what I believe, and some other fitness enthusiasts also agree with me. If you're trying to lose weight, or even if you're trying to gain weight, you want to eat at the weight that you're trying to be. For example, if I'm trying to be 200 pounds, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 10 times 200. That's going to give me about 2,000 calories to consume. Now, there's nothing magical about this formula, but it's an excellent starting point. Now, what I want to focus on in those 2,000 calories is going to be protein. All right, because that protein is going to help me maintain that muscle mass. And remember, it's the muscle that's your active tissue, your metabolic tissue that helps you to burn calories throughout the day, even after the workouts. And so I would focus on these three things. Again, resistance training, cardio, and diet. And again, you want to regulate your diet by the amount of calories you're consuming. And you want to make sure that you burn more calories than you consume if you're on a weight loss journey. If you're on a weight gain journey, then you want to try and eat above your current weight. And you want to eat up to the weight that you want to be. All right? And so, again, resistance training, cardio, and diet. And with the diet, focus on your protein to maintain that muscle mass. All right, guys, there's your fit tip from Fitness on Demand. I just want to wish you luck and safety in your fitness journey. All right, stay strong, stay motivated, but most importantly, stay blessed. All right, guys, I think during your weight loss journey, it is a must to include some type of resistance training, calisthenics, within the confines of your weight loss program. Again, you need days where you use the resistance, but over a period of time, such as 30 seconds or a minute, that way you can develop that muscle endurance, burn fat, and maintain muscle. All right, so whenever you're dieting, definitely incorporate resistance, even on your cardio days. Guys, as you start your journey towards fitness in this new year, remember, the secret, there is no secret. It really comes down to determination, dedication, diet, exercise, and consistency. If you do these things, then you will reach your journey. You will reach the end point. You will reach your goals. Make sure that you pay close attention to diet. In fact, some may argue that diet is 70% of the process. So if you really want to get bigger, get leaner, pay attention to your diet. Now, a good benchmark is to take in about 10 calories per body weight in pounds. Let me explain to you what that means. Let's say if my goal weight is 190 pounds, but currently I'm 230. What I want to do is take in about 1,900 calories, slightly below, perhaps 1,850 to 1,900 calories. Multiply 10 times the body weight that you're trying to achieve, and this will give you a good basis to set your calorie count for the day. This is going to give you enough calories to grow and not send your body into starvation mode. Welcome to the Fitness on Demand Health Report. I'm here to tell you about a very serious condition. Over 1/3 of the adult population in the United States
is afflicted by a very devastating disease. It's called obesity. You see, for the first time ever, a disease that for the most part is preventable has attacked our nation. And we have to take some very aggressive steps to make a correction. Obesity can be classified as having a BMI of 30 or greater, or if you're using a waist to hip ratio, if you're a man, if your waist to hip ratio is 1 or greater, you're at risk. Or if you're a woman, if your waist to hip ratio is greater than 0.85, you're at risk for obesity. Now we've also have another ratio that we can use. It's called the waist to height ratio. The further you are away from 0.5, if you're using this measurement tool, the greater at risk you are for obesity. Now, obesity has several devastating secondary effects. It's been linked to stroke, type 2 diabetes, coronary disease, sleep apnea, osteoarthritis, gallbladder, and liver disease. It's also been linked to a few different types of cancer, mainly colon and breast. Now listen, we want to do everything we can to wage war against this devastating disease. And we can do this with proper diet and exercise. Now remember, the effects, and usually this condition is insidious. It slowly creeps up on you. Before you know it, you have an expanded waistline. Your amount of physical activity that you once engaged in no longer exists. Here at Fitness on Demand, we put together some excellent diet templates as well as exercise and workout plans to help you to fight obesity. Now, do genetics play a role in obesity? Sure. Have our working and living conditions changed? Absolutely. But that's no excuse. We have to do everything we can to keep ourselves healthy. Not only for ourselves, but think about our children and family. Why don't you join us in our battle against obesity? Let's take back our nation. Let's take back and take over this disease. Remember, at the end of the day, you're the only person that can control your destiny as far as your fight against obesity. Join us as we move towards a goal of achieving better bodies through fitness. Thank you for tuning into this report.